To open it, it'll go in the direction of the arrows.
Yep.
Whatever you do, do not bring out one row like that.
Okay.
Because they'll climb on it and they'll bend this right
Yep.
down.
I've seen it. Seen that happen.
That's okay when that first row
Okay.
is fully extended.
When it's fully out.
But I recommend you open them all the way or leave them shut all
Yep.
the way.
Now, do these get off track?
Pardon?
Do they come off track? I know we had some at where I was at Charlotte Middle School, and they're big bleachers like this, and they would
Fully
get off.
extended. There's going to be side curtains on here yet.
Oh.
If you want to come underneath,
That's
there's stuff I need to show you.
Padlocks.
And one end stops dead. Chances are this roll lock is bent over.
Yep.
This notch is to be centered on this tab. It's got to work freely. If the kids bend it over this way, it'll hit this post and not unlock. If they bend it out this way, it will hit this post and not unlock.
Gotcha.
Another thing, if a pencil's caught under the wheel channel, it'll stop it. Water bottle cap. The cleaner you keep this, the better it's going to
Right.
operate and the longer it's going to last. Lubrication points. This arm, this is the main support arm. You grease both sides of it and the bottom. Where it passes through this clip, that's a friction point. Also, this rod on the bottom, that's a friction point. Lubricate it once a year. Every month or so, the drive wheels are underneath the first row. It's the blue wheels. Take a wet towel and wipe the dirt and lint off of them. Do not use any kind of chemical or spray because you'll deteriorate the rubber.
And you said once a month for those?
It depends on how dirty it gets in here.
Okay.
You know, it's a friction drive, and if it doesn't have good friction, it's not going to operate properly. But just always just a wet towel, just plain water, clean it.
Okay.
Each unit, they're thermally protected with an automatic reset. The drive system is underneath the first roll. There's a chain there. In the center is a chain tensioner. There's two bolts with two lock jam nuts. You loosen the jam nuts and turn the bolts down to tighten the chain. You may never have to do it, but chains will stretch with use. You have the capability of tightening them up. They've all been tensioned right now, so you may never have to do it.
What would cause water out part?
You can shut the power off. That way somebody else can't come in the gym and fold you up in the bleachers. What you need to do is get a padlock on this cover. That's 208 3-phase. You don't want the kids getting their fingers in there.
No.
You don't necessarily have to lock the on-off switch, but do lock the cover. It has the forward and reversing contactors in it. It also has a control circuit transformer. The control circuit is low voltage. And the transformer also has an automatic reset in it. If the kids take a piece of wire and stick it in that plug on the end to try to run it, which they have done, if they put it in the wrong wires before it shorts everything out, it'll pop that reset in there. One thing I recommend, when you open it for an event, come underneath there and shut the power off. Because kids have sat at the end and stuck something in that plug and the bleachers take off running.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean,
We'll
I'm
make
telling
that
you
a
the worst
policy.
case scenarios.
Yep, nope, we'll
Yep.
make that a,
Nope.
It may never happen and they may never think of it.
I mean, it could have.
Kids have done it.
Yep.
And it could have been happening at our other gym too. It's the same thing, same setup. So.
right.
Mhm.
And did you say,
They're not sticking out for somebody to walk by. And what I would do is maybe the first three, I would turn sideways. The rest of them, I would leave them like that.
Okay.
but you have to put those on after?
After you open it.
Yep. Okay.
When you go to close it, get yourself a leaf blower. Start at the top row and blow all the trash off the ends. Then go underneath and blow the trash out. Then take this first row step, turn it upside down and lay it on the first row.
Sorry, can
The
you do that one
rails
more
will
time?
all be on when we leave, so that you can't use these. If you decide to have full seating capacity, you have to take the rail off, unlock this, pull this little ring, then this will come out. That's locked in place now. You put the cover down and lock it. Don't never leave this unlocked, because kids will break it off.
Mm-hmm.
Never leave the key in it, because they'll break that off in the lock, and they're a real pain to get out.
Sounds like you've done this a few times.